What's up, guys? So today we will be feeding all of my fish, all of my reptiles, all of every single thing that I have. And that is the intro I have for you guys, so let's just feed my pets in slow motion. And for my axolotls, look at this video. Literally the best video footage I have gotten from this video, so if you're watching past this point, you might be a little disappointed. Actually, I'm kidding. I have a few cooler things too. But for I have two axolotls, and for my larger axolotl, I feed him red worms, and for my younger axolotl, I feed her bloodworms and mysis shrimp sometimes, but mainly just the bloodworms. And for my bearded dragon, he eats literally everything that you will give him. He eats hornworms, waxworms, mealworms, crickets, and of course I have his bearded dragon juvenile food that also has dried things in it. Another thing about him is you feed them veggies as well. So that resorts to kale, cabbage, carrots, squash, any type of really veggie that they will eat. Mine really likes kale, so he gets kale a lot. Okay guys, and for Mr. T, I absolutely love feeding him because he absolutely is so interesting when I do feed him. So I have made another video about feeding him a bunch of different things, and they range from flower horn pellets. I have fed him crab, I have fed him mealworms, I have fed him worms. Mr. T will literally eat anything that you put in his tank. Okay, and here is a video of my crested gecko not eating because she is very picky and likes to only eat at night, and I'm not staying up all night videotaping her just to see her eat something. So here's a video of her licking her eyeball. Okay, so for this tank, I really didn't want to do it just because, like, I have so many fish, so many things are going after it, but I did try to get something in slow motion. I normally feed this tank mysis shrimp, brine shrimp, and flake food. And as you guys can see, this is my community tank. For my leopard geckos, I actually have 3 leopard geckos. I have 2 females and 1 male. The male is kind of a jerk when it comes to feeding him, but I did not videotape him because he's just a jerk, and he's very aggressive when he eats, let's just say that. But for them, I usually feed them waxworms, I feed them crickets, and I feed them mealworms as well. Waxworms are kind of just a treat, but they have a huge variety of things that they could eat as well, like Dubai roaches, hornworms. I have given them hornworms sometimes. There are also butterworms. There's so many different varieties of worms that you can get for them, and yeah, so they have a buffet whenever they eat. Okay, and now for my snakes. I have 2 snakes. I only videotaped one because my other one eats live mice and my one eats frozen, and I don't like to show live mice. I don't even watch it when I feed them live mice. I drop it and I run. But yeah, so basically I just feed them rats, small rats. That's all I get. Okay, and now for my saltwater tank. Honestly, it was really hard to get video of it, but I do feed this tank mysis shrimp, brine shrimp, omega-1 marine pellets with garlic. And of course for my tang, I do have super color veggie little pellets. That's kind of like his nori that he does eat, which I do also put in the tank as well, just for him. He loves it. He's getting so thick. I love it. Also guys, if you saw my last video, I was planning on getting rid of my saltwater tank. I didn't get rid of it. I'm sorry I lied to all of you guys, but I ended up getting more saltwater fish. Okay guys, and I also have my Pacman frog, so he will eat, I videotaped him eating crickets and worms. He can also eat small fish, and they can also eat baby mice, depending on the size of the Pacman frog. But I have only had him for about 3 weeks or so, I've had him for like 2 weeks. So I've really only fed him crickets and worms so far. Okay, and now for my Betta tank. I feed my Betta, whatever. I feed him flake food, I feed her mysis shrimp and brine shrimp as well. Okay, and then I have my hamster and I have my 2 rats. I feed them a combination of hamster and rat food. They both have their different foods. I also, when making those, I also mix them with Cheerios, grains, oatmeals, anything that's kind of like a filler that also makes the food last longer, and it's kind of a little bit better from them. What my hamster is eating is papaya pellets. He absolutely loves them. It's a little treat for him. And they can also eat apples, oranges, kale, cabbage, and anything really that, like, fruits and vegetables, they can also eat, and they also enjoy. And it kind of is like a little healthier benefit for them. Okay guys, and that is everything that I have for you. I have a bunch of videos planned, and I'm super excited because I've been sucking at YouTube lately, but I do have a bunch of videos planned, so I will see you guys in my next video. Have a good day. Bye!